Of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Garoppolo looks to throw. Completion left side to Miller. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Completes to
Gabriel Davis there to make the grab. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And not much to speak of. Calling a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Sneaky guys. Watch out for 86. Hey, man, easy, quick. Watch the screen.
From the gun, Murray. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
To number 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, Burks. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd down, Burks. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. On 2nd and 7, Murray. That's complete right around the 8. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Murray hooking up with Kirk for an Arizona 1st down. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Second down and goal. Murray to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now McManus will line up for the field goal.
McManus on for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Here we go. It's just 21. It's just me and you. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right? 65.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Tackled at the 27-yard line. Brings up second down.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Pinheiro now to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Past the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big run there by Freeman. 56 yards on the ground.
19-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
Ball carrier.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. The ball comes out, and they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown.
Cardinals.
We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Murray. Quick hitter here is complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At the 46-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
We got chips over here. Chips over here. There's overload.
Operating from the gun, Murray. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, here's Freeman. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Freeman again. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Devontae Freeman. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. So the 2nd time tonight he has hit the end zone, Charles.
Some people just have a natural nose for the end zone, and he's exhibiting that here in this game. Big-time job, and of course he's got to pat the backs of the offensive line.
Yeah, they can't be lost in the shuffle. They're vital. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Eluding the pressure right. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far. And it was again on the last play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson. 65 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Play action. Now it's Murray. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
On 1st down, Burks. Tanner Muse there defensively.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
At the 18-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Murray. Flushed out right. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. No. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. There's Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
They run. This is Cohen. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. There's Garoppolo to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Isaiah Simmons there defensively.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Hey, we got 4 down. 31's the mic. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
4 down. 31's the mic. I'm coming for you. You mine.
Throwing again. Murray. That's caught by Hollister. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And 2.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
We want it. Come to my world. Wide, get wide. Check three.
Murray now. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Play fake. Murray. Now he's flushed out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun now from Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
David Montgomery.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And his pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll run on first down. Burks. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. He will find his man on the outside. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bears take over.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now they'll run it with Cohen. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
The tackle by Zach Allen. A 6-yard pickup.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down and 4, Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. On first down, Burks. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll keep it on the ground. Burks. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The carry.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Murray to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. You got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Garoppolo. He's got a man complete. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Close to field goal range now. Get up, get set, and spike it.
Chicago.
Here we go. Black 80.
One final try now for Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for Arizona, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Go.